Good morning, my dear student friends. Today we are going to discuss about contrivances of cross pollination. Contrivances of cross pollination. Last class we have discussed about contrivances of self pollination. Today we will discuss about contrivances of cross pollination. Contrivances means causes of cross pollination. So one by one we will discuss number one. Just like in contrivances of self pollination we have discussed, for self pollination the important feature should be bisexuality. Bisexual means both stamen and carpel present in the same flower. But here in contrivances of cross pollination, the number one phenomenon is unisexuality. Also called as a dicliny, unisexuality or dicliny. So first we will discuss about this unisexuality or dicliny. Unisexual means either of the sex organ is missing, both are not present. Male sex organ is called stamen, female sex organ is known as carpel. So either one is missing, either stamen is missing or carpel is missing, both are not present. So that's why they are unisexual. And unisexual flowers are two types, already we have discussed. If only stamen present, these are called as a staminate flower. And if only pistil or carpel is present, they are called as a pistillate flower. And the staminate flowers are male because stamen is the male and pistillate flower is the female because pistil is the female sex organ or female reproductive organ. So according to unisexuality, single sex, there may be staminate or pistillate. And in last class I had told you, if there is only one sex organ, then there is no autogamy because autogamy takes place in bisexual flower. If you recall, in bisexual flower we have discussed, this is the sepal, petal, stamen and a carpel. This is a bisexual, this is not unisexual. In case of bisexual flower, as both are present, then their pollen grain can easily reach at the stigma, which leads to autogamy, a type of self pollination. But if the flower become unisexual, any one is missing. For example, the carpel is missing or pistil is missing. If carpel is missing, only stamen is present, these are staminate flower, then pollen grain will reach where? So that's why unisexuality is the condition which prevent self pollination. तो यहाँ पर self pollination नहीं होगा. तो if self pollination is prevented, then what is the rule? The cross pollination. So that's why in case of unisexual flowers, the pollen grain released and it reaches to different flower, not at the same flower. If same flower or same plant, that is self pollination. If different flower in different plant, that is called as cross pollination. But with respect to this unisexuality, I have told you, plants are classified into two types in the last class, very important. One is monoecious. Flower can be staminate or pistillate. Unisexual flower are two types, but plants are two types, monoecious and dioecious. Already completely we have explained about monoecious and dioecious. Mono means single, when both the flowers are present in a single plant. Monoecious when found in two different plants, male in one plant, female in other plant, they are called dioecious. And already we have discussed in monoecious which type of pollination takes place and dioecious which type of pollination takes place. If you recall, we have discussed in case of monoecious which type of pollination takes place. The first pollination, what is the first pollination? We have discussed autogamy, jejunogamy and xenogamy. So now I will recall that autogamy, second is jejunogamy. These two are self pollination, and last is called xenogamy. Last is called as a xenogamy. It is called cross pollination, other name of cross pollination. So recall, in case of autogamy, monoecious and dioecious cannot play role. Monoecious, dioecious both cannot show autogamy, but jejunogamy in monoecious it takes place, and xenogamy both in monoecious as well as dioecious, means number is increasing. 0 here 1 here 2. Clear? 0 means no monoecious dioecious, 1 only monoecious, 2 monoecious as well as dioecious. So here we can conclude one thing. As there is unisexuality and unisexual flower produces two type of plant, monoecious and dioecious. In case of monoecious plant, which type of pollination cannot take place? Tell me. Monoecious here written, in xenogamy monoecious written, in zetnogamy monoecious written, but in autogamy there is no monoecious. So in monoecious plant, autogamy cannot take place. We can say autogamy cannot take place. Autogamy is not possible in monoecious, but rest to take place. In monoecious, the zetnogamy and a genogamy takes place. Genogamy ये दोनों होगा monoecious में. But in dioecious, if you come to dioecious, the dioecious में क्या क्या नहीं होगा? Dioecious is only retained in last. So in dioecious plant, both the cell pollination not takes place, autogamy and zetnogamy. So auto and a zetno not takes place, but only geno takes place. So if you see each one preventing some type of cell pollination. In this case, monoecious prevent autogamy. Autogamy is a type of cell pollination. If autogamy not takes place, cell pollination not takes place, then what is the rule? What is the other type? Genogamy, cross pollination. And zetnogamy, last class I had told you, the zetnogamy is functionally cross pollination, but genetically self. Functionally cross. So anyhow, they are showing cross pollination. Clear? Means reducing the cell pollination. Autogamy not takes place means the cross pollination will occur. And dioecious, they are from the beginning, both autogamy and zetnogamy is prevented. And this is very important in NEET. Frequently question comes. In monoecious, which pollination is prevented? In monoecious, only autogamy is prevented. But zetnogamy can occur because zetnogamy is the pollination in a single plant. Monoecious are the single plant containing both unisexual flower. So that's why monoecious prevent only autogamy, dioecious prevent. Prevent means not takes place. In dioecious, autogamy and zetnogamy not takes place. And others, genogamy can take place. So this is all about your unisexuality. First contrivances of cross pollination. Unisexuality, opposite of bisexuality. Unisexuality or diclade. What is the other name of unisexual flower? Imperfect. Just like bisexual flower are called perfect flower, unisexual flowers are called as imperfect. These are called as imperfect flowers. Unisexual or imperfect flower. Okay. So now come to next contrivances of cross pollination. First contrivance complete unisexuality. Second contrivance, just like we have discussed in cell pollination. Recall in cell pollination we have discussed about the first bisexuality, second is homogamy. Similarly, in this case, you find first is unisexuality or dicliny, second is dichogamy. Opposite of homogamy is dichogamy. Dicho. Just like homo means same. Here dicho term is written. Dicho means different. What is dicho? Dicho means different, and it is clearly understandable. Dichogamy. What is dichogamy? When stamen and carpel mature at the same time, that is called homogamy. These are the short questions you have to remember. When stamen and carpel mature at a different time, that is called dichogamy. So in bisexual flower, when stamen and carpel mature at a different time, carpel mature at different time, it's called as a dichogamy. What happens in this case? For example, we will take one bisexual flower. Let this is a bisexual flower. Sepal, petal, stamen. This is carpel. So what happens in case of bisexual flower? When both stamen and carpel are present, the pollen grain can release and reach at the stigma. of same flower, it leads to self-pollination or autogamy. But in all bisexual flower, this not happens. In some bisexual flower, there is a different time in maturity, maturation. For example, this is the stamen, and this is carpel. In some flower, it is observed stamen is very mature at a young stage. The stamens are mature earlier than carpel in some flower. And when stamen become mature earlier than carpel, it will produce pollen grain earlier than carpel, and pollen grain after production are released to outside. But when pollen grain are released to outside, at that time the carpel is very small, it is very young or immature, we can say. If this type of situation happens, there is no value of bisexuality. It leads to unisexuality. Instead of bisexuality, we can say with respect to maturation they become unisexual. They are looking bisexual. Looking bisexual is not bisexual if maturation time is different. If this one mature earlier, if this one stamen will mature earlier, pollen grain production will be earlier, first as compared to this one, and at that time the carpel female part is not mature, it is immature condition, so that's why it cannot receive the pollen grain. So that's why in this case there is unisexuality character. So that's why it also leads to cross pollination, because the pollen grain cannot reach here, the pollen grain will go to another mature flower which may be found in the other flower, other plant. Clear? Same happens in opposite case. Here I have taken stamen mature earlier, the stamen mature first as compared to carpel. Similarly, in some flower, carpel mature first. Carpel is able to receive, for example, another flower will take. This is sepal, this is petal, and these are the stamen, and this is carpel. So carpel, sometimes carpel mature earlier. Carpel mature. Now it is the mature carpel. Now it is able to receive. But stamen are so young. Stamens are now immature. So that's why they will not produce a pollen grain. So what will happen in this case? In this case, as the carpel is mature, it will receive pollen grain from other flower, other plant. It leads to cross pollination. So dicho means different. Only remember, dicho means different. When stamen and carpel not mature at same time, they mature at different time. Same time is homogamy, not at same time or different time is called as a dichogamy. And a dichogamy is two types. Sometimes stamen mature earlier, sometimes carpel or pistil mature earlier. What is the group of stamen? Recall, group of stamen is called androecium. In the first class we have discussed androecium. The stamen makes androecium. Androecium or stamen are the male reproductive organ. Similarly, this is the pistil or carpel. Group of pistil or carpel is known as a gynoecium. Gynoecium. So with respect to these two, androecium and gynoecium, two important short question comes, 1 mark. So dichogamy are two types. If a stamen mature earlier, it is called as a protoandry. Protoandry. Proto means first, andry means androecium. If a stamens mature earlier than carpel, stamen mature earlier than carpel, earlier than, it is not large, earlier. Okay, this symbol I am giving for mature. When stamen mature earlier than carpel, this is called protoandry. 1 mark question comes. What is protoandry? Similarly, this condition is called as a protogyny. Protogyny. What is protogyny? Proto means first, gyny means gynoecium. When carpel mature earlier than stamen, carpel mature earlier than stamen, or pistil mature earlier than stamen, that is called as a protogyny. And the flowers are called protoandrous. Condition is called protoandry. Flowers are called protoandrous. And protogyny is the condition, and flowers are called as a protogynous. This type of flower are called as a protogynous flower. So these two conditions leads to cross pollination. So this is all about second contrivances of cross pollination, dichogamy. Another third important feature, third important contrivances of cross pollination is heteromorphism. Heteromorphism. Another is hercogamy. First we will discuss hercogamy, then heteromorphism. Hercogamy. Hercogamy. Just like dichogamy. Dicho means different. Herco means barrier. Barrier means one wall between two different things. Barrier. And just like barrier, wall separate two rooms. Similarly here barrier separate two sex organ. For example, we will take one flower. In case of some flower, what happens? This is the sepal, petal, both stamen and carpel are present. Stamen, this is the stamen and this is the carpel. So why I have shown this type of flower? Here you can find stamen and carpel, both are present. This is the stamen, this is the stamen, and this is carpel or pistil, and both mature at the same time. This and this both mature at the same time. There is no unisexuality. Unisexuality condition is not present here in this flower, and dichogamy is not present here. Both are maturing at the same time. But due to their anatomical structure, they are present in such a way there is a barrier. The stamen is extrude. In this case, this type of stamen are called as extrude stamen. Extrude. Extra means outside. These stamens are removed from the flower by a long filament, because stamen consists of two parts, anther and filament. The filament is so long that it removed the anther part completely outside. So that's why one barrier is created, that is the distance. Now distance is the barrier, and due to this distance, now the pollen grain which are produced from this, now released to outside and they will move to other plant. So that's why this carpel cannot be pollinated. So that's why it is not self-pollination. Self-pollination is same flower or same plant. So that's why pollen grain cannot reach to this. So that's why it leads to cross-pollination. So that's why hercogamy means a barrier. When stamen and carpel are separated by some sort of barrier, it may be a distance, it may be other structure. Sometimes sepal petal can make a wall. The sepal petal which are present, they can also make a wall to make a barrier. So that's why barrier are a different type. Here distance. So this type of phenomenon is found in Gloriosa, one plant. Not important to remember. Gloriosa, only you remember. Example is Gloriosa. Gloriosa, you can refer. So, but it is not coming in entrance. Then Gloriosa plant, Gloriosa flower, the stamens are extrude. Extrude means extra. There is extra growth such that they are completely outside and pollen grain cannot reach. So that's why this is called hercogamy. Hercogamy. So next we will move towards next contrivances of cross pollination. Another is heteromorphism. Number 4 is heteromorphism. Heteromorphism. What is hetero? Hetero means different. Morphism means form. Different form. So actually it is observed in some plants where different form of flowers are present. Different type. Different form means different type. Different type of flower present in single plant. Different type of flower. Different type of flower in a single plant leads to this condition. In a single plant. Different type of flower in a single plant. Heteromorphism means different type of flower in a single plant. If you look at this heteromorphism are again categorized into different types. If you find two different flower in a single plant, that is called dimorphism. Di means two. Already we have discussed di. If you find three different flower, it is called trimorphism, tetramorphism, like that. So on, you will find. So we will discuss one. For example, how dimorphic flower are found. Dimorphism, two types. In some plant, let's take one plant. On plant, these are the branches. In these branches, there is one type of flower in the upper, another type of flower in the lower. Now we will discuss detail. What is the difference between these two type of flower? So take first flower. I am taking first flower. In this flower, what happens? Sometimes the flowers are like this: sepal, petal, and this is the stamen, and this is the carpel. This is the carpel. Take another flower, second flower in another branch. Another branch. Let this is the sepal, petal. This is the stamen, and this is the carpel. If you look at these two flowers, I am discussing about height, not about maturation. About maturation we have discussed in dichogamy. Dicho means different. Here different is something different from that. What is heteromorphism? Morphism means their form or type or morphological. External, their structure is different. When maturation time is different, that is dichogamy. When structure is different, this is the structure, this is not maturation. Don't imagine this is the small means their maturation time is less, maturation time is more, they will mature late, not like that. So here, if you look, in this case, in this flower, what happens? The stamen length is long, but carpel are short. And in carpel there is three different parts. We have discussed from the first class. Each carpel consists of three parts. The upper is stigma, style, and ovary. This part is called as a style. This part, long portion, is called as a style. If you look, here style length is very short. It is a short style. I can say this is a short style. But this one is a long style. So due to two different type of style, short style one, another is long style. Due to short style and long style, what happens? There is a two different type of flower. This is called as a dimorphism. Stamen can be short or long, or stamen can be same type. I can show stamen same type in both cases, no problem. But you can find there is a difference in the style. Length of the style is short, length of the style is long. So that's why two different type of flower when present in the same plant, that is called as a dimorphism. But what is the problem here? How dimorphism leads to cross pollination? If you look at this flower, this indicates it is just like hercogamy. Yes or no? Herco means a barrier. So due to this long height, the pollen grains are produced by some distance from the stigma or from the carpel. So that's why there is a chance the pollen grain will lose to outside and a very less pollen grain will reach. Less. It does not mean only here zero pollen grain will come. Some pollen grain will come. There is a chance some pollen grain can come here, but maximum chance, maximum pollen grain will release to outside. So that's why it is the contrivances of cross pollination. This different flower when present, there is a disturbance in the pollination. And similarly in this case they are present in the same height, there is no problem. So that's why first condition will find there is a different length of style. Similarly, another condition, you can get different lengths of the stamen, which leads to this heteromorphism. For example, let this is one flower, bisexual, sepal, petal, this stamen, and this is the carpel. Another flower, sepal, petal, carpel, stem. In these two flowers, stamens are of same length, but carpels, the style is different. Here it is just opposite. Carpel or style is of same length, but the stamen are of long. Due to long stamen, the anther at a long height. Due to short stamen, short filament, the anthers are short height. So that's why this is a long stamen, and this is short stamen. Imagine in case of short stamen, in some flower these two type of flower are found. In case of short stamen, what will happen? The pollen grain which are released, they cannot reach because they are not living. They require air, water, whatever the medium. But as they are produced at the lower level, the height, there is a difference in the height, the pollen grain may release to lower sides. They cannot reach or cannot go to upper side. So this is the problem in case of heteromorphism. Different type of flower when there. So that's why this heteromorphism leads to cross pollination. the pollen grain cannot reach at the same flower. And heteromorphism are different types. If there is a 2 different type dimorphic, if 3 different type trimorphic. Similarly, with respect to sex organ, there are 2 types. If you find different type of style, already you have discussed stigma style ovary, short style, long style, it also leads to cross pollination. That is called as heterostyle. So heteromorphism are again 2 types. Heterostyle. What is heterostyle? If the style length is different, some flower in the same plant, both are found in the same plant, some flower of that plant are short with short style, some flowers of that plant are long style. Similarly, another is called heteroanthy. What is heteroanthy? It stands for anther. Anther is this part. Anther are placed at long height, anther are placed at short height. Hetero, different style and different anther. So that's why it is 2 types of a heteromorphism. So heteromorphism will completed. We have completed now heteromorphism. Next, move towards the next contrivances. So almost 4 contrivances we have completed, starting from unisexuality. First is unisexuality or diclony, imperfect flower. Second, we have discussed dichogamy, different time. Third is hercogamy, barrier. Heteromorphism, different type of flower. Here we have discussed dimorphism, trimorphism, tetramorphism, heteroanthy, heterostyle. In dichogamy, you have discussed protoandry, protogyny. These are the important terms you have to remember. Now move towards another part. After this heteromorphism, next important contrivances of pollination. Contrivances is self-sterility. Self-sterility or self-incompatibility. Self-incompatibility. Self-sterility or self-incompatibility. It is important. What is self-sterility or self-incompatibility? Self means खुद. Self. What is sterility? Sterility means incapable of reproduction, inactivity towards reproduction. When something becomes reproductively inactive, that is called as a sterile. Reproductively inactive are called as a sterile organism. So sterility means reproduction wise they are inactive. We will take one example. Sometimes what happens, this is a bisexual flower. In this condition, sepal, petal, stamen, this is the stamen and this is the carpel. In case of bisexual flower, what is the general rule? The pollen grain which are produced, they can reach at the stigma because both mature at the same time. If homogamy takes place, let homogamy takes place, pollen grain reach at this stigma. But after reaching of pollen grain, some stigma do not accept that. In development of male gametophyte we have discussed, when pollen grain reach at the stigma, the pollen grain absorb moisture and sugar, then shows post-pollination development. You have remembered that. Pre-pollination inside the anther, when they are present, pollen grain are present inside, they show pre-pollination. But when they release and they reach here, post-pollination development takes place. But at the time of this post-pollination development, when post-pollination development takes place, after post-pollination development, then the reproduction continues. But what happens during this post-pollination time? The pollen grain of same flower, do not germinate on the stigma. Do not germinate. When pollen grain of same flower, not other flower, pollen grain of same flower from this flower, because it is a bisexual, pollen grains of same flower, that's why it is called self. Self means belongs to same. Pollen grain of same flower cannot germinate on the stigma. Cannot germinate on the stigma if it belongs to the same flower. This condition is called as a self-sterility or self-incompatibility. So pollen grain cannot germinate on the stigma of same flower. But if there is another flower, there is another flower like this, and pollen grain produced by this. If pollen grain of this flower comes, then it is not self. It is a non-self. It is cross. So that's why this type of pollen grain can germinate, but this type of pollen grain cannot germinate. So pollen grain of same flower cannot germinate. That is called self-sterility. Cannot germinate means cannot show the post-pollination development. towards pollen tube cannot form, the other structures whatever that may be cannot form. So self sterility, where you have to remember the condition when the pollen grains of same flower cannot germinate on the stigma of the same flower. And this self sterility is a genetic mechanism. It is due to genetic mechanism. It is a genetic mechanism, gene based mechanism. So gene are used, and a gene with multiple allelism. Gene with multiple allelism. It is one example of multiple allelism. Gene with multiple allelism. Gene with multiple allelism. This is one important term. Gene with multiple allelism are involved. What is multiple allelism? Multiple means many. Allelism means four. So gene having different form. For example, this is a gene. Gene means a segment of DNA. This is the DNA. This DNA can be of different type. Just like this, this one, this is one form, this is another form. So here three different forms of gene we have discussed. This is gene form 1, gene form 2, this is gene form 3. Just like with in my hand, there is two forms of pen. Both are marker, but one is black, another is blue. So these are the two forms of the marker. This is not different from this one. These two are only different in color. They both are the marker, but their color is different. Just like that is gene. All the three are gene, but their color or shape is different. So that's why these forms are called as allele. So allele are the different types of gene, different forms of gene, of a single gene. When a gene shows different color or different shapes, we will discuss. They are not color or shapes. For understanding, I am saying their color or shape. They are just like these markers differ. There is two type of marker. Here there is three forms of gene, and these are called as multiple alleles. So this multiple allele leads to this self sterility, and self sterility can be again two types. Just like we have discussed, there is a dichogamy, protoandry and protogyny. Similarly, sterility can be due to pollen grain, or sterility can be due to stigma, because we have discussed here this same pollen grain cannot germinate on the stigma. So sterility or incompatibility, this is self sterility or self incompatibility, again two types. One is a gametophytic incompatibility type of self sterility. Another is sporophytic incompatibility. Sporophytic incompatibility. What is the difference between gametophytic incompatibility and sporophytic incompatibility? Already we have discussed. This is the bisexual flower. Sepal, petal, stamen, carpel. Let pollen grain of this flower reach at the stigma of same flower. Now tell me, this is the pollen grain, this is the stigma. Pollen grain has to reach at the stigma. Now tell me, out of this pollen grain and stigma, which one is a gametophyte? Because term is written gametophyte. Already we have discussed in development of male gametophyte. It starts from pollen grain. So pollen grain is the male gametophyte. Pollen grain is the gametophyte. But what is a sporophyte? Sporophyte is the opposite of gametophyte. If something is not gametophyte, that is called sporophyte. So now two things are present. Pollen grain is present, stigma is present. So if pollen grain is gametophyte, stigma is called sporophyte. There is a detailed structure. I will explain later what is the difference between gametophyte and sporophyte. But in this condition, for easy understanding, I am telling the pollen grain as gametophyte and other as sporophyte. So pollen grain is a gametophyte because it helps in development of gametophyte. It is itself a gametophyte, partially developed gametophyte. And a female gametophyte, similarly, female gametophyte found in the ovule. So that part is different. But stigma is not female gametophyte. Stigma is a female part, but not gametophyte. It is a sporophyte. So two terms you have to remember here. One is a gametophyte, another is sporophyte. If it is a pollen grain, it is a gametophyte. If stigma, it is called sporophyte. Sometimes what happens, the gene, what we have discussed, this self sterility or self incompatibility, it is a genetic mechanism. due to gene it takes place. When the incompatibility or sterility occurs due to pollen grain, that is called gametophytic incompatibility. One more question comes. The gametophytic incompatibility is contributed by which structure? That is pollen grain. If pollen grain leads to incompatibility, the gene of pollen grain, because these are cells and inside the cell nucleus is present, gene is present. So if incompatibility is due to pollen grain, that is called as a gametophytic incompatibility. If the gene of stigma leads, the gene of pollen grain is not responsible. When the gene of stigma is responsible, that is called as a sporophytic incompatibility. So only one more question come from this part. What is gametophytic incompatibility and what is sporophytic incompatibility? The stigma, sometimes question will come. Stigma leads to which type of incompatibility? The stigma leads to sporophytic incompatibility, and the gametophyte, the pollen grain, leads to gametophytic incompatibility. This completes your all the contrivances of cross pollination. So contrivances of cross pollination, we have discussed the 5 important points, starting from your unisexuality or diclinic. First is unisexuality. Second, in unisexuality we have discussed monoecious and dioecious. Monoecious cannot show autogamy, but monoecious cannot show autogamy, but they show geitonogamy and genogamy. But dioecious cannot show autogamy and geitonogamy. Means complete self pollination is banned in dioecious. Dioecious only show the genogamy. Second is your dichogamy. Dicho means different time. There is protoandry and protogyny we have discussed. Protoandry means first androecium mature or stamen mature. Protogyny, gynoecium means carpel mature first, then androecium or stamen. And another is hercogamy. Herco means barrier, some sort of barrier are formed. Only you remember barrier. Example is not important. Hercogamy. Then heteromorphism. In heteromorphism we have discussed dimorphism, dimorphism, heterostyle, heteroanthy, and last is self-sterility. Self-sterility means self-incompatibility, unable to reproduce when it belongs to the cell. Self means it belongs to the same plant. And here we have discussed gametophytic incompatibility due to pollen grain and sporophytic incompatibility due to stigma. Clear? So this completes your all about your incompatibility, and with this we have completed the self and cross pollination. The difference between self pollination and cross pollination, now you can write by yourself what is the difference between self pollination and cross pollination. Already I have given in that PDF note, you can refer that. Otherwise, self pollination and cross pollination difference is very easy. You can write first point in self pollination takes place in a single flower or single plant. Cross pollination takes place between two different flowers of different plant. Self pollination are of two types, autogamy, heterogamy. Cross pollination are only one type, they are not categorized into different types. And in self pollination, the examples or contrivances you can write. Contrivances of self pollination, last class we have discussed contrivances of self pollination. First is there is bisexuality, homogamy, cleistogamy, but contrivances of cross pollination are 5 different types. What are these? First, unisexuality, unisexuality, dichogamy, hercogamy, heteromorphism, and self-incompatibility. Clear? So these are the main differences. And self-pollination. When self-pollination takes place, self-pollination produces weaker offsprings. Due to self-pollination, when pollination takes place in the same plant, the gene cannot get mixed. So that's why the offsprings or the plants which are produced from the reproduction of self-pollination, the occurrence of self-pollination, it leads to weaker offspring. And due to cross-pollination, the strong offsprings are produced. Different points we have discussed in that note. So you can refer that. Okay, this much for today. Thanks to all.